you can tune into your subconscious mind and start to eliminate some of those negative feelings and turn up the feelings of calm, cool confidence. So if you're one of those types of people who gets nervous, I highly recommend practicing visualization. Spend a few minutes before a client meeting by yourself where it's quiet and just imagine going through that client meeting with calm, cool confidence. Guarantee you if you do this enough times, you'll be able to just eliminate those negative emotions and permanently replace them with these feelings of calm, cool confidence. Most resistance to change is based in fear, whether it's fear of the unknown, fear of failure, or just a general feeling of, I don't like this, I don't want to do it, this isn't how we do business. Again, by tapping into your subconscious mind, you can start to eliminate some of those negative emotions and replace them with positive emotions. 2 years ago, I was told I needed brain surgery. And I was pretty scared. I don't know about you guys. I consider that a change in my life because I don't have brain surgery every day. So I approached it as a motivational hypnotist as a change. And my fears were two. One was the fear of the unknown. What's going to happen during this surgery? What does this mean to me? And the second was I just had this general fear of tubes in my body. I didn't want to be intubated, and I didn't want to have a catheter. So to handle the first fear, that fear of the unknown, I took this idea of visualization to its very limit. I found a video on YouTube of the actual surgery I was going to have. And I watched that video over and over and over. I watched them drilling into the skull. I watched them moving stuff around. First couple times I watched it, I was a little queasy, a little uneasy. But by the fourth time I watched it, I had absolutely no question in my mind exactly what to expect. I had no fear at all. I knew what was going to happen. In fact, when I sat down with my brain surgeon, and he was a funny guy. When I first met him, he says, I've never met a hypnotist. And I said, well, I've never met a brain surgeon, and I would be happy to go the rest of my life without meeting one. But he asked me if I had any fears, if I wanted him to explain exactly what the procedure was going to be. And I told him there was no need to explain it. I've already watched the video. I know exactly what to expect. So he kind of laughed and said, okay, you tell me what you think is going to happen. I said, well, you're going to put me in a halo. You're going to put me face down on a bed, strap me down to the bed, hook up a bunch of electrodes to me, and you can take a Black & Decker to the back of my head. You're going to drill a hole in my skull. You're going to move my brainstem around. You're going to put some pillows in between the nerves that are being affected in my brainstem. You're going to stitch me up, put the plate over my head, and send me home. He kind of laughed and said, okay, I guess you got it. And he says, do you have any other concerns? Anything else you'd like to talk about? And I said, well, I really don't want to be intubated. I've got this fear, this terror that I'm going to wake up in the middle of the surgery and there's going to be this tube down my throat. I said, and the other fear I really have is I don't want to be catheterized, mainly because I just don't want anything up there. And he said, okay, all right, don't worry about it. And I felt so relieved. I was like, all right, great. So we're not going to do that. He goes, no, we're going to do it. It's just you don't have any say in the matter. So why waste your time and energy worrying about stuff you have no control over? And he was right. By going into that surgery with the right mindset, I was able to actually I remember being wheeled down the hall on the cart, and I kept waiting for the fear to hit. But the fear was gone. I knew what to expect, and I knew that there were certain things I couldn't control, and I had to just let them go. So I went into the surgery with absolutely no fear. And in fact, I came out of the surgery laughing and joking. So by having the right mindset, I was able to come out of it, and I knew everything was okay. And I'm not going to tell you that the recovery didn't suck, because it sucked really bad. It was 6 weeks of constant headaches. I basically had to learn how to walk again. I didn't have any balance. But I kept reflecting back on the fact how everything went before that. And I knew everything was going to be fine. And you guys are kind of facing the same thing with this change with the new DOL regulations. I didn't get a chance to hear or talk to too many people to see how you're feeling about it. But if there's any feelings of fear because you don't really understand what this means to you and your job, just like I watched those videos to eliminate any of those questions, you guys have plenty of resources you can turn to, including your management team that can answer every question. We checked out your website. What you need to know is right on your AXA website. So, and again, if you have any further questions, don't be afraid to pick up that phone. And as far as any general feelings about, I don't like this, I don't want this to happen, this isn't how we do business, best advice I can give you, just let it go. The sooner you learn to let go of the things you don't have control over and take control over the things you can control, the sooner you can just embrace this change, reduce your stress, and just move forward successfully.